Howdy y'all, my name is Justin Lamb, here to talk to you about a pair of boots called Justin Boots. What a great name for a boot company, huh? Did you know that Justin Boots have been around since 1879? Justin Boots was started by a man named Joe Justin in a small town in Texas. Justin Boots was one of the first boot making companies in the entire United States and the world. First, let's talk about the history of Justin Boots. Justin Boots was one of the first boot manufacturing companies coming to come into existence in 1879, founded by Joe Justin, which was a nickname he went by. The reason I say one of the first boot making companies is because no one is completely certain who actually was the first boot manufacturer. After the Civil War, men came back from the war to raise their cattle and their farms, and they would go to a bootsmith and have to get their boots handcrafted. They'd have to get their feet measured. It was just a really long process that should have been sped up. The design of the boots has changed to fit the needs for a cowboy in a saddle. That brings me to my next point. The design has been changing since they were first manufactured. As a consumer, you can choose from a variety of different type of leather, synthetic leather. There's ostrich, alligator, crocodile, lizard, and many other materials. The heel has not always been the same either. The low-rise heel, like the one we have here, as you can see, low-rise. The other ones are about 2 inches thick. I know it's hard to tell, but this one's pretty short. The low-rise heel is kind of a new concept that is made for walking called the roper style. The higher heel was more popular choice for the working ranchman. The height of the heel made it so the cowboy's heel would not slip out of the stirrup on a horse, on a saddle. And the stirrup is just this little water drop shape that you put your feet in when you're in the saddle. And that heel would just lock into it so you can't move your heel back and forth, kind of like a seat belt for a car today. The toe shape has also changed dramatically with the time. There's a pointed or rounded toe shape, and there's also a square-toed shape, like what these are right here. As you can tell, it's kind of squared off at the top. The pointed toe was made easily for putting the boots into a stirrup, according to staplers.com, like I just mentioned before. Throughout time, the square toe has evolved, mainly for the fashion statement. Similarly, rodeos have helped the cowboy boot to become popular in today's world. When I go to rodeos nowadays, it's hard to find someone that isn't wearing cowboy boots. Everyone wants to play the part of being the cowboy, making sales rocket during rodeo season. Everyone has different styles of boots. Seeing someone with the same pair is actually very rare, and you just don't find that. There are different colored soles that can be put onto the bottom of the boots. So, for example, this one is just a black leather, all-terrain kind of thing. I mean, it's not the best traction, but it gets the job done. I've seen some that have money symbols or dollar bills across here. I've seen some that have cards, a deck of playing cards, faces, George Washington faces. Not a pun intended there, but they're very personalizable. Now the top color can also be changed too. So as you see here, it's kind of a brown leather right here. I've seen some that are dyed red leather, dyed blue leather, cards across the top again. I don't know what it is about the cards. Yeah, you can, American flag. I've seen many different colors on top. The next part is the raising part right here, the red part. You can get this in many different colors as well. American flag, blue, green, black, orange, any color you can imagine, it'll be on the top of a boot. Now it might be hard for you guys to see, but there's stitching on here, and the stitching is green, orange, yellow, and white. This can be changed on every single boot to make the top of the boot stand out more, make it more personalized to you. The majority of the sales come from the fashion statement that the boot creates. I mean, you can change it to what you want, making more making it more sensible for you to buy a pair. They sell more boots to people that don't actually work on farms than they do to people that work on farms. In the end, Justin Boots has been one of the most successful boot making companies in the entire world. And they've been around for over 135 years, changing with the times. They got to be doing something right to last that long. Not many companies have done that. They've also been able to produce and give consumers a boot that will fit their needs and desires, making it personalizable to you, whatever you want, while creating boots that continue to follow trends at a fashionable and reasonable price. Visit one of our many retailers and treat yourself with one of our signature pairs today. Thank you for listening and can't wait to see you wearing those boots.